Beautiful people, this morning we are going to be sharing on this question. Do you understand that love could be like a Wi-Fi? Or do you know that love is like a Wi-Fi? That is what many people don't understand when it comes to love. My dear, love is like Wi-Fi. If the signal keeps dropping, I don't yell at the router. I just disconnect, switch to the next service provider. Or you disconnect and wait for the appropriate time that the network becomes stable. That is how you master the spirit of detachment. That is how you master detachment. Because detachment speaks louder than words. You don't yell, you don't beg, just fade quietly. Because when you show me I'm no longer a priority, I don't fight for space anymore. I'm not a space holder, insofar as I know I am not a priority. If you make me understand I am not a priority, or someone makes you to know that you are not a priority, the text should slow down. The energy should shift. The version of you that loved loudly should fade silently. That is how you detach. Because detachment is the loudest message you can send without ever saying a word. Don't fight to be a placeholder. At times, I tell people, most women or partners see red flags, but they keep ignoring. When someone keeps making you start doubting your worth, keeps making you feel like an option, they are gently detaching from you. Nevertheless, it shouldn't mean you should not question. Question because they may be going through an emotional trauma. They may be facing a challenge at that present moment. But if you had been in a long relationship or in a relationship for a while with someone, you should be able to understand when they are going through any pain or through any trauma. You should be able to understand if they communicate when, there are some certain frank discussions that you have, that you may want to know, how do they manage pain? How do they manage trauma? If maybe in one of your conversations you understood that your partner manages pain by detaching, by keeping to themselves, by being quiet, at that kind of moment you give them the space they need to heal, to grow, to recover, and to come out again. But if at any point you don't even seem to understand what is happening, and maybe you are communicating, you are not getting feedback, my dear, know that your partner is slowly detaching from you. If you've asked for clarity and you are not getting any reasonable response, know that they are slowly detaching from you. Because detachment is the loudest message you can send without ever saying a word. That is it. As I said, love is like Wi-Fi. If the signal keeps dropping, you don't yell at the router. You just disconnect. At first, you may try again. You refresh, you reconnect. But when the signal keeps failing, you stop wasting energy. You just detach quietly. That's how love works too. No yelling, no begging, just fading out until the connection is gone. Will you keep refreshing bad Wi-Fi, or disconnect and find a stronger signal? Feel free to share your response in the comment section. If you're coming across my video for the very first time, please like, comment, share, and follow me, subscribe. I love you and see you in our next video. Good morning.